Mandem podcast, episode 184.
Yeah.
We're here.
You sure, fam?
Welcome back.
Oh, fuck off, Mike. We're here again.
Yeah, we're here.
On a Sunday today.
On a Sunday.
You
man marinated the. Hey, Mike, have you taken the hot dog out the brine, fam?
You're a clown.
Yeah,
fam.
get me.
Have you not even eaten today? Have you eaten? You lot get me.
No, I ain't even.
Waking up late and that.
No plates, no hot plates for me, man. But yeah, it's a Sunday. Housework. It was done yesterday, so I'm patterned in it. I don't know about you, man. So,
Well played.
yeah, it's different, man. It's good vibe, man. Feels like it's gonna be a good day. United got a result yesterday, and I can breathe.
It's potentially going to be a good day.
Oh, for you?
Mm.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, my last few weekends haven't been too good, actually. So we'll see. We'll see.
Big one. How you lot's week's been?
Pretty basic, man. Pretty basic. I had what did I have? Monday off work, and I got tomorrow off as well.
You do anything with it? With your days off?
Nah,
or just,
nothing, bro. Nothing.
Just chill.
Yeah,
Me time.
literally. Yeah, me time. Wake up a bit later. Work out when I want. Catch up on sister. You know how it is, fam.
I love a man to catch up. It was on 96, man.
Yeah, no, pretty basic, man. Again, like always say, another week that's just flown by. Approaching the second week of December already. So it's Christmas is really here now still.
The year's coming to an end.
No, I was just gonna say this week, would be. I guess we spoke about high street fatigue last week, but yeah, this week I just weren't in the mood, man. I was in a bit of a stupor still. There was nothing on the cards. I had nothing to do.
Oh yeah,
it was a nothing week, man.
I guess for me, a bit of a nothing week. Back in the gym, which was good. I was saying to these man earlier that surprised. I thought the gym would be a lot busier than it was, but it was not empty. But I was going in the evenings, so like I probably get in there about 6ish, and it's kind of dead in there, which is obviously I prefer.
Yeah,
but maybe it's towards the end of the year. People are just dropping it out, or people just aren't going to the gym at the minute. But yeah, outside of that, regular week, man. Nothing important, nothing happening.
I reckon the gym's going to pick up again. I think it happened last time as well, where a few people were sort of testing the waters after lockdown when things were open. Wait to see how it's going to be, and then boom, next week it'll probably be different, innit?
Up again.
What are you saying, Rich?
My week until Friday was pretty standard. COVID has been in my household. Up until the rest of the week was just like, as you lot say, just another week. Yeah, COVID's in my yard, bro. On my way home Friday, and I was told my mum and whatnot had to get tests on Friday while I would have been out working. And come home, they did the standard NHS one, got their test back the following day. My mum's husband's positive, she's negative. So I'm like, oh, this is a bit long. I got a test, I've told you already, but I'll repeat it. I got a test yesterday. The NHS have sorted their shit out. They get their tests back pretty fast. So I've tested negative, but as a result of being in the household with someone that's positive, I have to isolate for 14 days. So
yeah. Which is
day one yesterday.
Yeah.
When would it up until when? It would be 14 days from the 5th. Oh no, what's the date today?
6.
It's 6. 14 days from the 4th. So I should be. I don't know if I should technically be allowed
18th.
out like again on the 18th.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting for me. I feel like I'm on furlough, but I can't leave the yard.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah. When you told us, we kind of touched on it that obviously your test has come back negative, but you can catch it at any time.
If it's in my yard, I can get it.
Yeah.
But like you could catch it in like 4-5 days.
Yeah.
Which would mean that they would then have to
extend their self-isolation.
Yeah.
And your self-isolation.
What, the rest of the house?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they would have to.
But really, don't you think that's a bit mad, isn't it?
It's weird, but what we've been told is that he has 10 days of isolation, whereas Mom and I, we have 14 days.
Yeah, okay.
Which is fair weird to me, but I think it's because we have a chance of catching it and like starting that cycle again. But yeah, man, I feel I have had a test, but I've been feeling fine, so I don't think I'm at risk of catching it or have it at all. But I mean, we'll see, man. It's gonna be long, bruv. Just like actually
it's a
in the yard.
You got to serve a little sentence. Just how many books? How many books, man?
The lightest of birds. We might get through half a book. I'm thinking that already. Yeah, I'm
through
like,
the bro.
I'm already fucking everything up. Like, I've got stuff to do. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
It's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
You got time.
I got 13 days of procrastination, basically. It's weird though. Like, let's say last weekend, I might not have left the house. Or maybe left the house once. I mean, I technically left the house to get the test yesterday. But I might have, like last weekend, I might run out to do a shopping or something. But I was indoors and chilling most of it. But just knowing you can't.
Yeah.
It's different. Just knowing that I can't is like, well, man. It's just trips to the garden at best.
Which is what we've been saying the whole time about COVID, isn't it? Like, people saying you can't go out and whatever. It's yeah, man. Makes you think about it more.
I feel like I'm my own personal lockdown, but I mean, I've been dying for a break from work and all of that. So I don't know. I've been trying to switch some shifts to work from home and all of that, but we'll see. If not, just welcome the break, bro. Just there's a positive. I feel like there's a positive in everything.
Downtime, fam.
God wants me to chill. Yeah. So I'm gonna chill.
I'll say the positive, I guess, from this week actually was yesterday our interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up before. Yeah. Which was why we didn't record
on the Saturday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So I think that will be out on the 9th. So yeah, it'll be 2 days from when you hear this. When is the 9th? Wednesday. Yeah. So 2 days from when this is out. But yeah, we'll post it on the socials and everywhere else. So yeah, just keep a lookout for that. And also, just so we get this in early in the episode, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us, like, share, subscribe on all the socials and the YouTube. Just keep supporting. All of that stuff's been growing. So yeah, 2021, let's keep it going as well. And always appreciated.
We're soon to be back recording in the studio.
Yeah, for sure.
In each other's company, socially distanced.
Yeah, we would have technically probably been doing it.
This week.
We've been allowed this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isolation, so
you shagged it.
That goes, isn't it? Yeah, man. They don't really want to see you guys anyway. Big wins.
What is the first topic we want to get into?
I think the biggest thing this week was the brunch manager, the manager of a restaurant. It looked like a brunch spot. Telling his female customers that he doesn't want to see them twerking in his
somewhere in the States, right? Do we have the clip?
I think we've got the clip somewhere.
Someone to just put it up for anyone who hasn't heard or seen it.
It's in the group, Les.
Yeah. Just gotta try. Let me know if you lot can hear this.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so Black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out of my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
So that was going around online,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was kind of going off in our Mandem group still.
Yeah.
With a few different views.
Yeah. What do you man think?
Go on, Rich. I'll let you go.
I didn't comment in the group. I think I was busy in one.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah, because usually I'd pitch in it. I'd have something to say. I think if you're the owner of any establishment, you do have probably an idea of what is acceptable, or what you deem acceptable in your place of whatever it is, in your space. I get where he's coming from. The bit where it kind of gets a bit, maybe I feel like I see both sides of this. The bit where it gets a bit muddy for me is that he says this is supposed to be a place for Black people to celebrate. I don't know I know you lot have been to America. We've been out in America. We see a lot of twerking. People seem to be celebrating. It seems to be a celebration. I don't know when this became a thing, to be
Celebration
fair.
dance. Yeah.
Like, it's almost like a celebration dance. Like, you'll be, girls go, hey, and then you turn around and I'm looking to see a arch back.
We see it in like the club and that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Yeah, not in a restaurant.
True. One of the things he gets at is them. I think they're twerking on the table.
Yeah, something like that. On a table or on some glass.
For me,
some glass monument.
Yeah, that's mad. That's mad.
Yeah, so I think there's more videos from different angles. I couldn't see nothing in them, but yeah, apparently there's people standing up on like chairs or whatever it is.
Yeah. For me, that's mad. I'm coming out and I'm having a word.
Yeah,
probably. I think I'll give a better delivery than him. But in a place that as a restaurant, at least by title, where you've come to eat, the music is very loud. You had to tell them to actually turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think dancing in a place like that is crazy. If the music is that loud, I feel like you're encouraging dancing. We've been to place in like Essex. Is it Mellon or something like that?
Yeah.
Where it kind of like turns into a dance and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't feel like this is that kind of place though. I think we always go places.
I don't know if this is. Sorry, go ahead.
We always go to places where there's music pumping, but it's not really a place where you get up and dance and make a scene or whatever.
From the short clip that is, I cannot tell you that this is 100% that establishment or not that establishment.
Yeah, you can't from that clip.
I can't tell. Well, just by how loud the music is.
I hear that. I'm just assuming going by what the owner's saying.
Yeah,
what he's saying, it makes it seem like it isn't that type of place, and no one else is dancing either.
I guess that's fair. I think he could have delivered the message like less rudely.
This is what we were saying, innit?
But I don't know, man. I get where you're coming from, man. We had like this discussion, similar-ish discussion, talking about what restaurant was it, Hakkasan or something like that. And someone was saying on Twitter that Black people ruin everything or whatever. I feel like this is the kind of exactly, Dan. I feel like this is the kind of behavior that, for whatever reason, we don't kind of almost like deem like civilized for some reason. It's a bit, it's a little bit weird.
Is there not a time and a place for it, Rich?
This is it, Dan.
This is kind of what I'm getting at. My thing is that I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's a short clip. I'm asked to make a judgment call. I don't know that this is obviously not that establishment.
But if it is a place where you go when there's loud music and you dance and that, he wouldn't be saying this.
Yeah.
His reaction for me
lets you know that
signals
this
For
is
me,
that place.
it seems like it's a restaurant. You go there, yeah, there's music going, there's music loud and that. You go there, you eat your dinner, whatever. And then these girls just wanted to make like bare noise, start dancing. Everyone's looking at them thinking, oh, like, what are they doing, kind of thing. And he's like, yo, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So, but then in the group, yeah, I think we kind of all agreed that he could have handled it a different way and said a few different things. But then the flip on that was we don't know what happened before that. He might have gone over.
Yeah, I think I think in the other clips,
but we could only go by what we've seen in it.
Yeah, I think in it shows him going over to, I think, one table, but you can't see them properly. He goes over to the table and he just says, I assume he's saying like, stop doing what you're doing, dancing or whatever. Then I think that clip happens after that.
Yeah, for me it's bare simple, innit? But other man were throwing in bare variables like, oh, what if it was? He's talking about twerking, and I don't think it matters what dance you're doing. Like,
I think it does. That's kind of the point I'm getting at. I feel like he specifically says twerking because twerking is, besides daggering, and twerking, they seem to be like the most sexually charged dancing. If people were just standing up for a little two-step, he ain't coming over and saying that. I highly disagree he's coming in and saying that. So this is what I'm saying. I think it's specifically
but I don't think so. I reckon they're just making up their noise, dancing or whatever, and he's come over like, what are you doing? If you're doing a little two-step, you're not making up noise, you're just do you know what I'm saying? But
I reckon if the whole place was everyone in that venue was standing up dancing to Step in the Name of Love, he's not coming out and saying nothing. He's coming out because it's twerking, and twerking is can be looked at a certain way, and he's like, no, we're not that established and we're above that.
I don't know,
man.
Because I don't think it's just the dancing. Or in my opinion, you don't have the music that loud if you're not somewhat encouraging dancing personally.
No. There's bare places you go and they're pumping music loud and people don't dance on it.
Yeah, I think he would have always said it, regardless of what you're doing. But I think the fact that it was twerking happened to be the dance, and sort of some of the things that he said, I created a place for my people to come, and whatever phrase he used or words he used. So that makes me kind of think that it's specific to twerking as opposed to just, I guess, just dance. He said, if you want to do that shit, go to whatever the places that he mentioned. So I assume that's what's happening over there.
I think he just pulled out because that's the dance that they were doing, innit?
Yeah, but I think,
like he could have said, "Oh, if you're doing like be dancing," he just said, "Oh, twerk."
Stop crying.
I think it's the whole scene, like they're cracking up bare noise and all of that, and everyone just like trying to have their meal.
I think the twerking definitely plays a part in it because it's just the delivery of the message. This isn't that place.
It might make it worse. It might make it worse.
Yeah,
I think stand for.
Yeah,
I think it would make it worse, but I don't think it matters what the dance was.
Dan, what you said?
Shit, is he even there?
The man, they're having technical issues and that.
I think there's an association.
Oh no, he's there, but I think
there's an association with twerking and class. I think is where he's kind of drawn a line between if you twerk, there's a lack of class, and I don't believe that is the case. But he's the owner, and he's well within his right to say, I want my establishment to be like this, and you can't do that here. And I also think people saying that, oh, he's taking some moral high ground on looking down on people. There shouldn't be the expectation that just because you're black, you should be for twerking, and certain things should be allowed just because we're black. No, if he doesn't want twerking, that's well within his rights. And as he said, he provided other examples of places you can go. So I do think that there shouldn't be this, oh, you're black, so we should just be allowed to twerk kind of thing. Like, no. Like, do you twerk in the other high end, I guess, European or whatever restaurants when you
Bro,
go there.
this is what I'm
Probably don't.
saying, Dan. I
Yeah,
I don't get it because if
Because,
man were
yeah,
there and that was
because it's
going
a
on, we'd
black
be like,
owner.
what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
what you
imagine
doing?
going Gauchos or Quaglinos or somewhere, and that's happening. Like, they're gonna tell you to sit down. But I think that might just.
Do you think it's the? So Les, you gave 2 examples of 2 places.
Mhm.
Do you think is dancing allowed there?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't.
Fam, they get on
I
you
think it
if
should
you
be
make
a
noise.
general ban on dancing or noise as opposed to specifically twerking.
But Rich, we
That's
don't know
kind
that
of issue I
though.
have.
We're just talking about the twerking thing. I think there is a general ban on dancing or whatever. We're just talking about twerking because that's the dance that they chose to do. Do you think it would be cool if they chose to do their like dance routine or whatever?
If it was
Like
it's not.
Boom, boom. I don't think so, fam.
So you got served.
I think it would be okay. I think it's specifically twerking.
Nah, I disagree.
Twerking.
Rich, do you understand why he might not want twerking?
Oh, totally. Yeah, totally. I get it. I totally get it. That's why I said I don't think it's just dancing. I think it's specifically twerking. Because he said something about I respect women and I want to respect the men in here, and like I feel like he got a bit complicated somewhat.
But don't you also think it's the whole noise and all of that as well?
We don't know that they were making noise. We know that like twerking is usually associated.
Nah,
with
bro, we
some
can
kind
hear
of
it. I swear
noise,
you
so-
hear it at the start of the video.
I don't know. I'll be honest. I haven't watched
Yeah.
the video since it was in the group.
Okay, yeah,
But those 2 usually come hand in hand. Someone's probably pops a bottle and like I can see that. I've been
Someone
there.
says,
I've been there.
"Hey, man, if you're twerking,
Exactly, man. Know it. So
But that's what I'm saying. I reckon it's all of that.
like I guess kind of what I'm. No, that's not a good example. I was gonna fuck myself. Like big time, like was gonna rip me apart.
What was you gonna say? Say it.
I was gonna make some shit comparison about man pouring drink on the floor. Like it was dead. But like that, like I feel like he categorizes twerking with that in that kind of among those types of like behavior patterns and
ratchet
the
behavior.
class, as Dan says, ratchet behavior that's associated with it, and he doesn't really want that in his establishment. So I get it. I do get it.
Bro, there's a time and place for
as opposed to
everything. Everything. And for
I wouldn't want twerking in my calf, my local calf. Like I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, you don't. Like.
Yeah, it's kind of mad still. Coming in for
this is my point though. Bro, even in your local kaftan, if there's a group of man or girls or whatever making up bare noise and that, like keep it down a bit. Like, come on, man. There's other customers in here. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Relax a bit. But yeah, I don't know, man.
This is a funny one, but
I think it was deemed anti-black. What he was doing, and I don't think that twerking should be synonymous with being black.
Yeah, and the guy says he's got this. Yeah, and the guy says that he opened this place specifically for black people to go.
I think it got messy, and sometimes the way in which you get your message across and how you convey it is important, but I think the essence of what he's saying is he created this space.
And this is what the people that agreed in the group. Well, we actually all agreed that the message was a bit shaky.
Did deliver
the way he said it.
The messenger, also the messenger. I think he just came like go and have a word. Like you didn't have to. Like I feel like he made it more of a scene than it probably was causing already.
Yeah, like telling like the DJ, boom, cut the music, and then now everyone can hear what's going on.
Do we think that he aided the twerking or whatnot? So he's got this idea by playing music. Is there any blame that could be like apportioned to him for playing music? Or
I think so. I do think so. I think if you go to, you tend to go to a nice restaurant,
Blood, they play music.
Nah, they play music.
No. Big man thing.
Bro,
there's not loud music. It'll be ambient
Nah, they
thing.
play music.
It'll be ambient thing. It'll be ambient thing, so you can't hear everybody else talking. It's not nothing with no rhythm or nothing like that.
Bro, they play
bass
music.
Yeah, bare places play music.
Bass. It's not music you want to dance to.
No, they're playing.
There's other places as well that you go, like bare shisha places and all of that. Like
shisha, they don't count. That's a joke thing, bro. I'm talking about restaurants, Mike.
Bro,
man, go for shisha.
So you say shisha that isn't the time or place?
Time or place for what?
Getting up and twerking and dancing.
No, I would say that's more of a place than an actual restaurant. Me personally, I don't count a shisha bar as like a restaurant.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying that if you go to proper restaurants, they play light music that you can't really even dance to. So it doesn't encourage dancing. If I go to a shisha bar and they're blaring music, I'm more likely to want to dance. They've created an environment where you're more likely to want to dance, is what I'm saying.
But that don't even happen at like shisha places or most shisha places.
It doesn't.
I don't know. I don't go to shisha that much. But what I'm saying to you is that if you don't want people to dance at your restaurant, don't play loud music. Is what I'm saying.
Rhythmic.
Don't play like when you go. I don't like.
What are you? Nah, Rich. What you said?
Go on. What are you saying?
You can't go out to a restaurant. They be playing and Drake comes to my head or whatever, or playing like tunes that you want to dance to, but you can't just sit there and just vibe. You have to get up and dance.
Bro, I'll be honest here. If I go to a restaurant and they're playing,
that's mad.
Hold on, wait. Say that again. What's your question?
So you should be able to go to a restaurant and they're blaring some of your favorite tunes that you dance to on a night out or whatever. But we're in a restaurant. We're here to sit down and eat. Like we should hold yourself down and sit down and eat. And have a vibe where you're sat. But just because they're playing tunes that you dance to on a night out doesn't mean, all right, now I'm going to stand up and start dancing in any little space.
I hear what you're saying. What I'm saying, I think there's a distinction. What I'm saying is that if I go to a place where they're playing loud music, in my opinion, it's not a nice restaurant. When I go to nice restaurants, there ain't no shit you can dance to. You come down, you have wine, and you eat food. The environment is completely different. And I think if you are the curator or the owner of a particular venue, you don't want people to dance, don't play music.
I hear what you're saying, Rich. I hear what you're saying. But in your own words, that you said might have been last week, read the room, bro. That's not happening.
The room says you're playing loud music.
The room says everyone's sitting down, talking and eating.
Stay in your seat, that.
I think it's not clearly defined. I don't think it's clearly defined. If you're playing loud music in almost any venue, you are encouraging dancing. If I play music loud in my room, I'm more likely to dance. I'm
with Rich on this probably. Yeah,
that's simple for me.
And I guess he wouldn't have been the first restaurant if these people have been out before and they've gone to these brunch events, let's say, and there's music and there's drink and they're playing current music, current hip hop. It usually leads to a good time where dancing, maybe twerking, maybe whining ensues, follows. By playing current music with a little bass line, a little Meg Thee Stallion here for the gal, a little bit of City Girls, I do think
you're gonna get an A.
You're gonna get at least an A.
I'm not with Rich on it.
You go into this place and he's playing Beethoven. Nobody's dancing.
We are.
So now it's like the choice of music.
We're saying
DJ fucked up.
You got to create the vibe, though. You have to create the vibe, and that's what the vibe is. Live vibe.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you, Les. It's not clear. He's clearly somewhat, in my opinion, confused as to the vibe he wants. If you want a vibe where everyone sits down and chills, then play sit down and chill music.
Black people aren't interested in Beethoven playing. I want to hear Drake. I want to hear City Girls. I want to hear Mike. I want to hear Nicki. I want to hear all of this. Little Baby, I want to hear all that.
Maybe you don't want black people in your restaurant.
But like Mike said, read the room, fam. This is not what we're doing here.
I hear what you're saying, and I think there is an element on the person who comes to the restaurant or whoever's going to the restaurant
100%.
to read the room. I also think on the flip, you have to create the room, and the room is created is not clearly defined.
Mixed
It's a big
messages,
grey
Rich.
area.
Mixed messages.
I hear you, but still, man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
It's mixed messages, man.
Can you go to a restaurant, hear good music, and just eat your meal and enjoy it, or do you have to are we beyond?
Man can't ignore the baseline.
Yeah. Man have to stand up and really, really dance. It's a bit mad.
You don't, fam. You can sit there and vibe and be like, yeah, this tune's cold, just vibe and chill, and then eat your meal. Then
that's what I'm saying. For me, it's more than that as well. It's the whole, you're cracking up bit of noise in this corner now. Like everyone's like, oh, come man, I'm just trying to finish my food and that. You lot are making bare noise. I can't hear the other table. Like.
I think from the manager's point of view, he hasn't created the right environment. His restaurant isn't as nice as he thinks it is.
He might rethink it now. He might rethink it, and the DJ might run some next tunes. But still, man, this basically, I don't think there should be this big fuss in it. It's very simple for me.
He's done a fusion thing. That's what it is. He's tried to.
Yeah.
He might have a fusion menu, but he's also had a fusion experience whereby he wants a sit-down meal, but at the same time, he's got stand-up music.
He wants to vibe.
So he said, anywhere you go, if they're playing tunes that you can dance to, you should expect it. Like,
no, I'm not saying that you should if they're playing bangers.
If it happens,
man have to dance. But I do think I honestly believe this. If I am at a nice restaurant, they're not playing a lot of the music I listen to. They're not. When I say nice or fancy.
In the UK as well.
I don't think I have that much experience abroad doing it, but honestly, so I'm a bit unqualified to speak on that. But from my restaurant experience, bro, if it's a nice restaurant, nah. Twerking twerking could never happen in the nice restaurants I've been to. Do you know why?
Cool. But if that's even if that's the case, and cool, there's music going that you could dance, and they start dancing. If my man comes over and says, can you sit down or whatever, I don't think people should be raining on him for that.
No, they shouldn't. But if he delivers it like that,
it's the delivery. Cool. But like I said, we don't know what happened before that, but we could only go by what we see, innit?
Yeah. I say it's ambiguous. And what he wants, his vision and what he's portraying don't entirely match to me. So I can see exactly how the situation happened.
I think as well, you can rewrite what a nice restaurant is. You should be able to have.
It doesn't have to be
good food. Yeah. You could have music. You could have good black music, and you could say you can't dance. Why can't it be all three?
Yeah,
you can. But at the same time, you see when we was growing up, we clocked. I clocked anyway. I'm sure you lot did, bro. If Pow came on at the wrong time, bro, beef's gonna bust out. It's gonna break out, bro. Because you kind of there is a level of reading the room on both sides. I think, or even when if we was in certain postcodes, you wouldn't play certain tunes because this might turn into something real. I don't know, man.
You don't want to hear Power with your 3-course meal.
No thanks. I probably ain't paying for that, and there's no tip. You've got mad.
Lemon meringue and all over the place, cuz.
Hey.
I think for me, I think the punters they got to chill, man. You got to read the room more so than I've got to. There is a level of it, but I'm just setting a vibe. And this is how I want it to be. And he said he made it specifically for black people to vibe, and they're not going to listen to Beethoven and all that shit. So he needs to play something that they're going to vibe to. So
I don't like that idea. We keep.
Beethoven's killing me.
I don't know why he's the genre, but fuck classical. So it's getting corned for no reason. And that's the vibe. But like Dan said, like we can have the vibe, we can have the nice restaurant, and then we can also have just the sit down thing. We don't need to dance just because he's playing a certain tune.
Hey, quickly, Mike, this is random, yeah, but do you remember, at school, I think like year 10, 11, maybe sixth form, when we'd walk around the corridors and there would be classical music playing?
No?
It was, I swear to God, it was a thing that they trialed. I think it was to like make people feel like more studious, or like, I don't know exactly what they designed. It probably didn't work, but like, you don't remember that when they was playing classical? I remember going up to like English block, mad classical music playing. Like.
That's where my form was as well, but no, I can't remember. I remember they tried to introduce like the walk on the left.
Yeah. They tried to do this road traffic thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. But I think music does
to try. I know what you're saying. Just to try and
detect, set. Sorry, the vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, please, listeners, let us know what you think, because we're kind of torn here.
I'm saying if we went to a restaurant, and all of a sudden there's bare noise coming from over there, and everyone's up, they're gonna be like, "What's going on?" Like, I don't think we're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, like this is cold," because it's not that type of place.
But what are they getting up and excited for?
Some cold tunes, fam.
Oh man.
Fam, time and a place, fam. That's the name of this episode, isn't it?
I do hear that. On both sides.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. It's an interesting one. We'll definitely have to put the clip up on the gram and Twitter. Maybe we might have changed our minds as well with this conversation. A lot of people were going ham. What were some of the other points that people were making in the Mandem group anyway? People were talking about like again the stance specifically.
His delivery.
That's mainly what it was about, isn't it?
I think it was mainly based around it, delivery, and then also how potentially dangerous it is when you associate the act of a dance with twerking, and then it could lead to you lot are wearing X, you don't deserve respect. You twerk, deserve respect. You don't.
Yeah. It was all like
in terms of it being a bit of a slippery slope.
Because he said something about young men respecting themselves or some shit like that.
Yeah, he wants women to be respected by young men. He wants women to be respected by men, so they should respect themselves. So he's linking twerking with not having respect for yourself, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, what do you think of that statement by itself?
I think that's it's
very. Everything's twerking. Like that's a L. Like, I could never be with her. She twerks.
It's a dangerous link. But I don't really. There's no. That one don't really go.
Yeah, that one wasn't for me.
Yeah, that's just one man's opinion.
Yeah, let us know what you think about that as well, actually. Because I think there might be some different.
I can understand what he is getting at when he said that, I guess. But I don't. The two aren't synonymous. So.
Yeah.
That one don't really roll with me, but. I get what he means.
Yeah, the whole thing's an interesting one anyway.
Very interesting one. Something I came across this week was doing this rounds on Twitter and on my Instagram. I follow like a lot of boxing pages and stuff. And this is in reference to sports personality of the year, UK specifically, which I believe is on the 20th of December this year. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury is a nominee among, I think there's about, it might be up to 7 others. I'll go through them later. But he hopefully let me know if you can hear this. I'll play the clip. This is what he had to say in response to his nomination.
Hi, this is Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, and this is a message for the BBC on their Spotting Award. Please take me off your list, as I'm the People's Champion and have no need for verification or any awards. I know who I am and what I've done in sports, and the love of the people is worth more to me than all the awards in the world. So to all of my supporters, please don't vote on this. Take me off the list. All my love, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King.
Yeah. Why do you have to do a video?
I think it's kind of funny, but I also think like it's a bit of an idiot thing. Why do you not want to be up for the sports personality?
Why is it an idiot thing?
I think that's a decent award still, sports personality of the year. I think it's a bit like losery. Like I would have expected that if you lost or you didn't win it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that seems like a video that come out. If someone else wins it, then he comes out and says that, like, oh yeah, cool. I didn't want to win that anyway. I'm the people's champ. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why it's like, yo, cool. Just in case I don't win it, I'm gonna.
I find it a bit. Yeah, I find it a bit weird. Has he won it, by the way? Or is
no. It's
nominated
in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
He's been nominated though.
So, cool. I don't think I'm gonna win this. Let me put this video out.
It's a bit weird. It's like people are voting because you're nominated or up in the running because people rate you and the stuff that you've done in the last year or whatever. But yeah, I just find it weird. It's just an award. Like, why would you say don't?
That's a decent award as well.
Yeah, don't vote for me because you rate me, but just rate me.
Who's the other nominees?
We have. I'll tell you who they are, and you can tell me if you know them or not, or tell me what sport they're in. We have Stuart Broad.
Cricket.
Ring any bells? Who said Dan said what?
Cricket.
Anybody else?
Next.
Yeah, cricket. Holly Doyle.
Nah.
Don't know.
Cycling.
Anyone else?
Football.
No idea.
Horse racing. Tyson Fury.
Boxing.
Mike has to get one in it.
He actually cannot help himself, can he? Lewis Hamilton.
F1.
F1.
Jordan Henderson.
Football.
Soccer.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Hey, snooker. Hey. Hamilton's gonna win it, innit?
If Hamilton doesn't win it, it's mad.
But do you know what though?
He should win it. Yeah.
I think he's our greatest. I think he's
should he win it?
Maybe our greatest sportsman ever.
Yes.
Why? Who are we talking about?
Hamilton.
Lewis. Why, I'm just saying. Why do you reckon he should win it?
I believe this year he became officially the best Formula One driver ever. I think he won. I want to say 94 or 95 championships now. Or is that first place finishes? I can't. 95. Yeah, I think it's 95 either championships or firsts. I think Schumacher was at something like 70 something.
I think he is the.
I think he is the greatest Formula One driver ever, and arguably our most should kind of be top of our table in greatest achievement. Who else? What other Brit is the? Tyson Fury, a good argument for it, to be
field. Fair. Yeah. Not many have excelled in their field like Hamilton.
Time after time as well.
Yeah, I stay with my original statement, man. He's gonna win it.
I think it's mad if he doesn't. It would be crazy if he doesn't. And yeah, I think he's the greatest Formula One driver of all time right
now. Especially this year, because the award is basically the best sports person that year, innit? And what they've done.
Yeah, it's that Mandem of the year.
He's got it, man.
What have you done in 2020?
But yeah, back to the Tyson Fury thing. I don't know, man. That's a bit.
I don't think it's weird. I have a different outlook on it to you lot.
Why not, Rich?
Why not what? Sorry.
Why don't you think it's a bit odd? That it's not like a political stance. I know there's been a lot of political stances. Yeah. It's not like he's turned down an MBE or an OBE or a knighthood. It's just a BBC award.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. You really
And
made it sound like it's not worth winning at all.
As a sportsman, that's what you strive to be, innit?
Yeah.
You want to be the best in your own sport, and then you want to be the best sports person in the UK or whatever.
What did I say actually? It's not that. It's not that much of a surprise for me coming from Tyson Fury. On his comeback, I want to say that when he fought Deontay Wilder the first time, December 2018 or 19? 18 now, I think.
Would have been
he had
18.
a Joe Rogan interview, and I've been just seeing so much about Tyson Fury, and he's like back in the ring and training for himself. He doesn't really care for the belts and whatnot. He's doing it for his own mental health. I mentioned that first Deontay Wilder fight because I believe he donated all his purse to charity. He's not interested in this validation. I think, you know what I think it's quite similar to for me? It's like, which I think happened rather recently that we didn't speak on actually, the Grammys. A lot of people were talking about how the Weeknd got snubbed or something. I don't actually know who won or whatnot, but everyone felt the Weeknd should have known. And the common theme with a lot of people's opinions on the Grammys is these men don't know nothing, and I'm not really in it to win your awards. I'm here for the art. And I think that's what Tyson Fury is essentially saying. I don't care for your awards. I'm here, as he says, I'm the people's champ. I want people to rate me. I want people to be inspired by me because, you know, he was super suicidal at that point. I want people to see my story, but I'm not in it for these awards.
I think that's more reason for him to want to win that, you know. And I would have thought the opposite of him. I would have expected him to come out and make a video saying, "Hey, I better win this award. You lot better vote for me. It's a joke if I don't win." Something like that, innit? He's that type of like that character, innit? A bit of banter as well.
I think the old Tyson Fury might have been. I don't think this one would have done. But this one, him,
the old Tyson Fury,
his life,
certainly.
Yeah, I just think
I don't think it's that kind of award where you're like, nah, I'm not on that.
Yeah, like to what Dan said, I think it's not a political award. There's not that kind of energy behind it. It's just we rate you as sportsman or sportswoman of this year, that particular year. We just want to sort of highlight and raise awareness to that.
And he says he's the people's champ, but it's voted for by the people. So solidify that.
I find it a bit odd that it's a bit odd that you would come out and say, like a whole video and everything, just saying, and also the "don't vote for me" thing is a bit.
Yeah, now you're definitely not winning it.
There has to be a little bit more to it than just "don't vote for me" because I'm the people's champ. Yeah, you can be the people's champ. There's no problem with that. But here's this award as well.
I just think he doesn't care for it also.
Yeah, but then you could not care for it.
You
could win it and not care for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't see anything wrong with his stance, you know? I don't see anything wrong with his stance.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But my whole thing is you just didn't need to come out and say it because now you've made it into a thing.
I feel like, I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's right.
I mentioned the Grammys and music. That I feel like we get it in music.
No, because the Grammys has always got some like.
I want you to tell me why though. So I feel like with music we get if like the Grammys has its own agenda kind of thing. Like they don't know what's hot. These people are culturally clueless and whatnot. Why do we get it in music, but we don't get it when Tyson Fury is like, fuck this?
Did we say that this is voted by the people as well?
Yeah.
That's a big thing, no?
Yeah, the Grammys aren't voted by the people.
That is a big thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like a voting board or whatever.
Yeah.
It just strikes me as like, it's weird, man. And he said, like, remove me from the list. They said they're not going to remove him.
That's like fucking someone coming out, Premier League player, and saying, "Oh, fuck, I don't want to make team of the year anyway. Like, don't put me in this team of the year. I don't care."
And the reasoning,
go on, Dancer.
The reason's like a bit odd is it's not odd, but I need a bit more than I'm the people's champ.
Yeah.
It doesn't need verification. I think it means validation.
I feel like I've heard him say
I
the
don't
same
think
thing
I don't think it's that
in
type of
boxing
award.
though. Even I've heard him say the same thing in boxing. He always refers to himself as the lineal champion, which has no belt. It just means you haven't been beaten by any of the other championships, and from the last holder you've held it throughout. It is a fictional belt in essence, but I don't think even in boxing he cares for the belts or whatever. He just wants to fight the so-called best and beat him. He's in it. He's not in it for the award. So to me, that makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, with boxing, you can't beat the man who has the belt and not be given the belt, innit? But with this, I guess he can say, I'm not interested in that.
Nah, I'm still not with it, man.
It seems a bit more agenda driven than just, don't.
I think it's its own agenda. Yeah.
Definitely. Go on, Dan.
I think there's probably some backstory as well. I did a bit of research, and it seems as if there is some maybe bad blood.
You know what? It started
the BBC from 2015.
Okay.
Is that when he won the thing
sure
against Klitschko, where he probably should have got it?
I'm not sure exactly what it was. I think he might have felt he was snubbed then.
Andy Murray won it in 2015.
And 14.
No, and 16. Lewis Hamilton won it in 14.
Hamilton won it in 14. Yeah.
I feel.
I guess that could be it. Then that could be it. Then so, I guess if that is the case, then what he's saying is.
I feel you should say that.
Yeah, because what he's saying is kind of a lie anyway. Then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're not being honest.
Yeah.
You should be. Air your grievances properly. I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know if if I would say it's a lie. I think he's just in a different space with all of this shit now. He's a completely different character.
And I'm not sure he didn't win it anyway. Like, he beat Wilder this year? Which
I think Hamilton.
Was that right at the start of the year?
What did Rodney O'Sullivan do this year?
It would have been.
Yeah, start of the year. Ronnie O'Sullivan made a comeback. He hadn't played in years. Then he came back and he's won it at what? 45
and he's
or something?
legend as well. Like,
he's
legend
in the game. Yeah.
He does not rate any of them young men. He's like that.
Bam!
I've seen
that.
Smoking man.
He's like, I'm just gonna come back in chief, man, because they're all shit.
Did you ever watch snooker?
His sixth worth title. Do you know what it reminds me of being quite young and like it used to come on BBC Two, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
I'd never used to watch it. No, not really. I used to want to find something else to watch.
What's that? Snooker?
I rated it, but
it's a bit mad still.
Really into it.
Them man know their angles and that.
I'm a fan of it,
Angles.
Yeah, that is mad, fam.
Like, slyly.
I respect it.
Angles and ball speed.
I found it mad therapeutic.
Mad, fam.
It's just a quiet sport, isn't it?
It's technical. So technical.
I find it mad therapeutic. Like, I don't know if it's just the color. Like, I remember watching it as a kid.
Yeah.
Just mad green. It's actually.
Yeah, and that's definitely a place where you don't get up and dance on that.
No twerking.
Like that. You gotta be quiet and shit.
You gotta go dance for all of that shit.
No twerking. Oh shit! Talking of therapeutic, this week I randomly stumbled across this thing called ASMR. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh yeah, I know what it is. Be careful. Where are you gonna take this, Dan?
Fam, it's the spookiest thing I have ever heard of.
Have you not heard of it before? It's so
autonomous sensory meridian response.
Meridian response.
It's spooky. Yes. There are realms of it that are disgusting, but there are parts of it. Yeah, the basis is a weird.
Someone needs to tell me about this because I feel like I'm in the dark. Like completely.
So it's basically people have. I don't want to say fetish, but people have a thing for it's sound, isn't it? So people have a thing for particular sounds. So let's say it's like screwing up paper, but people do it on like a microphone, and it's just someone. It's either on a camera.
No, I hear that.
And it's just someone's just like crumpling paper, or it could be the sound of water pouring into a cup, or some people it's just it can get sexual, and it's like talking in someone's ear, whispering in someone's ear. It's the weirdest thing. People rate it.
Yo. Yeah, no, I hear that still.
I never knew it was a thing.
So what does it stand for, sorry?
Might just say it.
One sec. It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
And it means that you were turned on by sounds, essentially.
It's a tingling sensation
Yeah.
that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. A pleasant form of paresthesia. It has been compared with auditory tactile synesthesia and may overlap with frisson. But yeah, Les is effectively right. I've seen some like spooky videos of like people just whispering, or someone might be banging a nail, and it's on like a high definition mic. And I think everyone has their own different type of favored ASMR.
What's yours, Dan?
I haven't found, man. I don't know what it is.
You've been playing with yourself all week, innit? I know this is what you've been doing.
I had a bad week.
That's been knocking the walls, like.
I'm just tired, like. But yeah, it's massive. Like, if you go on YouTube, type in ASMR, there's like different categories.
Careful what you click on though, car.
Obviously, hot is over.
You can get a little bit.
So Les, wait, quickly, Les, you seem like you know what this is all about.
Les has got some XP in this.
I don't know why I know this, but it's You
do know, fam.
How did I come across it?
That acting is.
Do you know what it is? I was looking at.
Fucking.
Do you know what it is? I was looking at microphones. And I was searching microphones, and then it came up. I was like, "What is this?" Because it was loads of videos, and then it was ASMR. So I went into the video and I was watching it, and it's exactly what it is that I've said. It's just people like doing certain sounds into these HD microphones, and it's weird, man. So
what's your ASMR, fam?
I don't know. I've not tested it out yet or tried to find out.
I hear it though. I do like certain sounds. I can't think of the top of my head now, but I definitely hear it.
Yeah, to actually know what it is nuts. Like there's loads of sounds which are therapeutic or soothing. But yeah, to get like a tingling sensation.
The tingling sensation is like, shit.
Nah, I think I know what it is, and I think I know how I'm triggered as well. Like,
go on. Oh, it said something about trigger, but anyway, go on.
Okay.
I don't even want to say it. I've got headphones and you look like fuck me right now.
Go on. I ain't trying to trigger you, B.
Yeah.
Let's go head off, bro.
Like I've noticed if someone's like at a certain distance from my ear, there's like I don't know how much distance it is, but if you whisper at a certain
I go,
oh
you go, oh shit, yeah.
God.
You do that thing, innit? Oh shit.
Uncomfortable, like I don't know what said though, but I think it's just like a certain tone, or like it's just like very kind of, and it makes me go mad. Like I go, oh.
Yeah, nah, I hear.
It's almost like an electric shock or something. Just I'm back to normal. Yeah, I've definitely had that. I think that's what it is. But
I'd say if you can.
I got 13 more days, boys.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna find it.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, it's things like people tapping mugs.
Yeah, that shit. I'll fuck with that.
It's bonkers,
like tapping stuff, like. Nah, not like that. That's some Fresh Prince thing. Yeah.
Wait, you're cold. That's the first thing. You're cold. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sick.
It's genuinely odd, man. But I'd say, get on YouTube. Yeah, everyone listening, whatever, and find out what your ASMR is, and let us know. It is one of the bookiest things I've discovered this year, and on my furlough journey. I still haven't found mine, but I'll probably find it soon. But it's just the oddest phenomenon that I've discovered this year, man.
I've tapped in top 10 ASMR triggers, and the top one that has come up is whispering.
Yeah, there's bare videos of
blowing,
like,
scratching, tapping, page turning, writing, typing, crinkling.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
I
mad.
was going to my next question. I wonder what the most popular is. Yeah, but yeah, from my knowledge, or at least for me, I think it's Whisper.
but yeah, make sure you do it on YouTube and not any other search engines.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
The results you get will be very
Right.
Sticky fingers.
Excuse me. I think you're in the wrong search
Nah,
engine.
No, you know, like in primary where you get the what is it the PVC glue and that. You did that.
Yeah, but does it really make it like a
Yeah,
audible sound?
it does.
There's one of like a video of like marbles, a bag of marbles being like chucked around.
Yeah.
The other one, Mike's, the sticky hands thing has made me think. I've seen one of, I think it's like a pot of like, I think it was macaroni at the time, macaroni and cheese.
Ah!
And someone's kind of like that. It's the macaroni and cheese.
Oh.
It's,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, to be fair, I've got a quiet afternoon, so I'll probably find it very soon. Yeah, Crystal Palace, West Brom's on right now, so
yeah, half time now.
I'll probably watch it. Yes, more videos instead.
That HD audio, fam.
Yeah, it's mad. But yeah, I'll check back in next week, man.
That's a bringing. So
saying homework, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got an assignment. What else are we getting into? What else has happened this week?
Oh, we said quickly actually.
Yeah.
We said quickly about the Spotify wrapped up and that 2020.
Yeah.
Apple jumped on it.
Mm-hmm.
As well. Come on, fam. Did you look get yours? Yeah, Richie, you got yours, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find it. I can't remember. Mine's slightly skewed though, man.
Why?
Even last year's one as well. I've got two phones. And my other phone, Jamie was using for a period. Harry was using for a period. And they've been downloading their own music and playing their music as well. So it messes up my metrics slightly. But mine's still like, it makes sense to me. Just when I was actually going into the proper details, I was like, I don't remember listening to that tune. But yeah, for my I've listened to 393 different artists so far this year. My favorite artist is
that you know that's bogus though, isn't it? Like
why?
my one said I've listened to 614 artists this year. Yeah,
but it might be like people featuring on the
probably
songs
features. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But it's also like there'll be like two different profiles for like an artist and stuff like that as well, isn't it? Stuff like that as well.
It'll be slightly.
There's a lot of duplicates. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that doesn't surprise me that much, to be fair.
Yeah, you got one of the all-star link-ups with.
True say man's the music as well.
Yeah, I had K Tronada as my most listened to artist at 47 hours this year. That's almost 2 whole days. I did go on quite a few long drives and a lot of his albums. What was his album called now? Baba.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cold album.
Very good. That was my number one.
One I've kind of slept on. Like I was thinking towards the end of this year.
How many minutes
what my
did you say,
album of the year would be. Mine didn't show minutes. It showed
hours.
hours.
Okay. Cool.
437 hours of music.
Okay.
393 different artists. K Tronada was my top artist, which in a way kind of surprised me. But when I think back to the start of the year, or even like the first couple of months, spinning non-stop. Followed by J Huss. I had Freddie Gibbs. I had Madlib.
Huss was my second as well.
That's a funny one. Yeah,
Madlib pops up because of the album with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, they've got the same amount of hours. It makes perfect sense. And then Nipsey Hussle got 16 hours. I was for a lot of my runs. I've been listening to Nipsey. I've noticed in my life here as well. It's a direct correlation with with how much money I make and how much Nipsey I listen to. Like if I listen to more Nipsey, I swear to God,
That's
God,
so funny,
I
fam.
swear to God, I think it just makes me get out there more. It's mad. It makes me. I
need
take
to
on more
start
clients
spinning
and
him
shit.
again, man.
Yeah, that's
Properly.
mad.
Get some Nipsey in your playlist, fam. What about you lot?
My top one was Nas, man.
That's an interesting one because when did the album get released? The album got released
August.
quite late in the year.
That was
How
that
you
was
managed to get to your top.
I've
I was
been
expecting
banging
to
that.
in
Bro.
mine.
I've been banging that album, and
Yeah.
I've probably been banging like Nas throughout the year, innit?
Yeah.
Huss got my second as well.
Yeah, he's my
Any
third.
surprises for you lot?
So Nas was my top artist, but that wasn't my top. He wasn't my top song though, innit? Mains was my top song still.
Oh, swear.
Okay.
This. Yeah. My not a surprise because I listened to the album quite a lot, but it was a reminder that I had listened to it a lot. Was 070 Shake.
Yeah.
When that popped up, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I remember the album. But yeah, I was spinning that for weeks on end. Then Drake's my second, Huss is my third, Westside Gunn's my fourth, and then K Tronada's actually my fifth out of top artists. But my top song was Drake Landed. I've been playing that tune non-stop. And then Scorch's 8+1 is my fourth top song. So big up.
That's my top song, you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say that was your top song, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember you put that in.
Yeah. But I think a lot of
Big up Scorch.
Yeah, a lot of my top songs are probably because of my gym playlist. So a lot of them, I think all 5 of them are in like my gym playlist.
That makes sense.
Same.
Yeah, so that gets played every time I go.
I think I've seen Huss in a lot of lists still in the top 5.
Yeah,
surprisingly, Huss is still in a lot, and it feels like he hasn't done a lot.
He released the album.
No, do you know what?
No, just the
I
album.
think it is as well. You know, Dan. I think he getting in early in the year. When did that come out? Jan.
I think so.
So that came out. It felt like one of the album that I played through a lot of lockdown and prior to. But I think just he's had more time than Nas, for example.
Yeah.
He had more hours this year.
Yeah.
More hours. Sorry.
Yeah. Big Conspiracy came out 24th of Jan.
There you go.
It's bonkers. Yeah. One I was surprised by in mine was Don Toliver.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's one person I don't listen to. You know.
It's almost like an understudy to Travis Scott, but I think possibly a little bit more wavy. And I was surprised that he was my 4th favorite album called Heaven or Hell. Ty Dolla $ign made it into my number 3 album. 2 was Brent Faiyaz, Fuck the World, and then number 1 was K Tronada with Baba, which is just a cold album. Pop Smoke was my 3rd most listened to artist. I think I probably spun his stuff like ridiculously after he passed away.
Yeah, saying that Black the Ripper was in my top 5 as well.
Going down memory lane and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no surprises for my number 1. Somehow it's Drake. I don't feel like I've listened to Bear Drake.
Yeah, I was surprised that he was in.
That's bare features as well, though, man.
Yes, that'll be a bag of features.
Fam, even that I'm thinking, really? I'm like,
Scary Hours he released, though, innit? Was it Scary Hours? Or
well, no, Dark Lane demo tape, whatever it is.
Yeah. When he popped up in mine, I was a little bit like, really? I mean, apart from Landed, I don't really spin Drake like that, to be honest.
Features, man. And if every track he released, you would listen to a couple of times. Yeah, Drake is inevitable.
He's just inevitable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say listeners at home, let us know your Spotify and Apple roundups. Any big surprises? I was also surprised. Roddy Ricch was my 2nd most listened to.
I see that.
I did bang his album early on, but I didn't to feature like that. But again.
Yeah, listeners, we want to see your top 5 podcast list, in it.
Yeah.
So we know it's real.
Yeah, man. Let us know.
Yeah.
Cold.
But yeah, man. That's episode 184.
Mandem
podcast.
Keep it locked.